One slap knockout and one of the best I've ever seen in this competition.
Forget everything you think you know about knockouts, because one thunderous slap will leave you questioning the laws of physics. Get ready, because you're about to relive some of the most shocking slap knockouts that'll have you on the edge of your seat, begging to ask the question, how is that even possible? First up, we've got Robert Trujillo facing off against Jules Scott.
Right on three.
Now, Trujillo might not look like much of a problem at first glance, but don't let his height fool you. This guy's got arms that could probably bench press a small car. Scott knew what was coming. You could see it in his stance. He was bracing himself, but nothing could prepare him for what happened next. Trujillo let loose a slap that seemed to happen in slow motion. You could practically see Scott's brain rattling around in his skull. It pretty sure seems like a few teeth flew out of his mouth, too. Safe to say, Scott's next stop after this match was probably the dentist's office. Now, let's talk about the guy who looks like he just stepped out of a WWE ring and into a slapping competition. This dude in the white shirt is built like a tank, and he's about to show us why. He takes his time, sizing up his opponent like he's calculating the exact angle needed for maximum destruction. When he finally lets that hand fly, it's like watching a wrecking ball hit a sandcastle. His opponent didn't even have time to blink before he was out cold. I guess Triple H found a new career after WWE, huh? Next up, we've got Ayjay Hintz. This guy's known for his brutal power, and poor Vernon Cathy was about to find out why. Ayjay looks cool and calm as he lines up his shot. Cathy, bless his heart, even tilts his head down like he's offering it on a silver platter. Big mistake. Ayjay unleashes a slap. That doesn't just knock Cathy off balance, it sends him spinning to the ground like a drunk ballerina. We wouldn't be surprised if Cathy woke up thinking he was in a different time zone. Look who we have here. Hank from Breaking Bad decides to join a slapping competition after he dies in the show. This bald guy, aka Hank, might not look like much, but he's about to teach us all a lesson in not judging books by their covers. His opponent is taller and looks like he spends more time in the gym, but none of that matters when it comes to the art of the slap. Baldy here winds up and delivers a slap so hard, we could see his opponent's soul leave his body for a second. The look of sheer disbelief in the guy's eyes as he tries to comprehend what just happened is priceless. Let's move on to the thrilling showdown between Wolverine and Darius the Destroyer. Spoiler alert, Darius gets destroyed.
He doesn't waste time.
And he's heavier.
Oh, no! He said it, Darius goes down!
First shot.
That's gonna be it!
Could be it.
No!
Wolverine, and no, I don't think it's Hugh Jackman in disguise, unleashes a slap that rearranges Darius's face faster than a Picasso painting. You can literally see his cheeks and lips trying to escape to another zip code. Darius goes down hard, and even though he tries to get back up, it's clear his brain is still trying to figure out what planet it's on. In the end, he takes one look at Wolverine's Viking beard and decides that discretion is the better part of valor. Can't say we blame him. None of us would want to feel that hand again either. Now, every sport has its rivalries, and apparently power slapping is no exception. We've got a guy in a blue shirt who clearly has some beef with his opponent. He doesn't just slap the guy. He tries to slap his ancestors' memories out of him.
Sit down! Sit the down! 2, 3, sit the 4. What did I tell you? Stop talking to me, dog. 6. Yes. That's all you do. I'm here for...
The poor victim goes down like a sack of potatoes, but blue shirt isn't done. He starts yelling and cursing, probably listing all the reasons why that slap was years in the making. Meanwhile, his opponent is on the ground, probably wondering if he's still in the same century. It's a reminder that slaps aren't just painful, they can be downright dangerous. Here's a fun fact for you. They say most athletes are right-handed and the right hand is usually stronger. Well, the next guy in our highlight reel is about to prove that theory wrong. This lefty in the white shirt takes his time, treating his opponent's face like a geometry problem he needs to solve. He practices his swing, judges the angle, and when he finally lets loose, bam! His opponent gets sent into orbit faster than a NASA rocket. I know, many of you guys expected to see Bugs Bunny waiting for him on the moon, as if they're both in the animated Looney Tunes movie, Space Jam. Next up, we've got a match with a guy named Slap for Cash. Well, he might want to rethink that name after this match. He's up against the Hawaiian Hitman, and let me tell you, this Hitman delivers now. Slap for Cash is a big boy. We're talking 400 pounds a man mountain her. You'd think it'd take more than a slap to take him down, right? Wrong. The Hawaiian Hitman winds up and delivers a slap that probably made Slap for Cash's dentist cry. The big man goes down like a redwood, proving once and for all that when it comes to slapping, size doesn't matter. Now, we've all seen people black out and fall straight back, right? Well, the next guy in our highlight reel decides to put his own spin on it. Blue shirt delivers a slap that doesn't just knock his opponent out, it sends him on a journey. First, he falls straight back, like he's auditioning for a trust fall exercise. Then he starts doing this weird wiggle dance that has the helpers scrambling like they're trying to catch a greased pig. Finally, he just gives up and embraces the sweet release of unconsciousness. It's a 3-act play of pain, guys. For the final clip, we've got a guy who looks like he's been doing nothing but arm day at the gym for the past year. I'm talking forearms that would make Popeye jealous. The rest of him? Hey, not so much. But in the world of slap fighting, all you need is a good arm and a dream. This guy takes his time, sizing up his opponent like a lion eyeing a gazelle. He even does a little practice tap, probably to test the ripeness of his opponent's cheek. When he finally unleashes his slap, it's like watching a bulldozer hit a house of cards. His opponent goes from vertical to horizontal, faster than you can say tooth fairy. Remember, kids, slapping is not a game. Unless you're in a professional slapping league, in which case it's literally a game, but still not one you should try at home. These guys are professionals. They've trained their faces to withstand impacts that would make a brick wall crumble. So, unless you want to end up looking like you've gone 10 rounds with an angry octopus, keep those hands to yourself. Also, you won't want to miss our next video, featuring Vasily Dumpling and his best knockouts. This guy is a destruction machine who can send anyone to sleep with one punch. Stay safe out there. And remember, the only slaps you should be dealing with are the ones you give your forehead when you realize you've forgotten your keys. Leave the face rearranging to the professionals.